In today's news, Premier promises tight budgets but no job cuts. BVIHSA announces plans for nursing school. BVIPS.org has been compromised, new platform is available, and power has been restored to ANEGADA after extended outage. In addition to that, Premier and Smith emphasize the democratic integrity over deadlines. DWM makes strides in tackling derelict vehicles, and the New Life Baptist Church to honor Bishop Kline's 30 years in ministry. 13 restaurants are said to be participating in the 12th annual ANEGADA Lobster Fest. We have the details of this and so much more when To It For News returns.
At Partners for Kids, your child's health and happiness are at the heart of everything we do. We've been the trusted medical home for children and adolescents up to 18 years old. And now, we are excited to welcome a new member to our family of healthcare professionals. Introducing Dr. Aisha Maxwell, our new family practitioner. Dr. Maxwell brings a wealth of experience and deep passion for pediatric and adult care, ready to join our team in providing first-rate health services to your family. At Partners for Kids, we believe in a collaborative approach to healthcare. With partners in occupational therapy and clinical psychology, Partners for Kids, where caring is just the beginning. Visit us at Road Reef Plaza, Tortola, open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call us at 284-444-5437 or reach out at info@partnersforkids.com to learn more.
Just give me my service. Yeah. Just give me my service. Just give me my service.
Make the switch to CCT and get connected today. Unlimited talk, text, and data. Visit any CCT store or call us at 444-4444. CCT, Life Unlimited.
Well, am I covered?
Yeah, you're with CG. Remember when I was dabbling in knife throwing bingo? Well, one night I won, but I also got a bullseye. No. In a beehive. I ran for hours. They caught me in the end, though.
Anyway, I was covered, and I got to keep my trophy. Uh-oh.
Best medical cover for the price. CG Insurance. Good like that.
Hello everyone and welcome to this edition of To It For News. It is Thursday, September 19th, 2024. I'm Ron Grant, bringing you the very latest out of Tortola in the Virgin Islands. A happy Thursday's wish to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for joining us. Beginning our newscast, Premier and Minister of Finance and Leader of Government Business, Dr. The Honorable Natalia D. Whitley, has assured the public that despite a financial oversight of the $13 million related to the implementation of the new public service salary structure, there will be no layoffs within the government. The Premier made the announcement during a recent press conference following the concerns raised by a local journalist about the government's financial position. Premier Whitley acknowledged the significant budgetary challenge posed by the oversight, but emphasized that his administration remains committed to fulfilling its financial obligations. He explained that an assessment has been conducted to ensure that the government can meet both its current and future budgetary needs without resorting to any such job cuts.
We won't have any layoffs as a result of it. We went to the House of Assembly a few weeks ago, and we were able at that time to ensure that we were able to meet our obligations until the end of the year. And of course, we anticipate we'll be able to meet our obligations in every budget to follow, 2025 and beyond.
Premier Whitley cautioned that the upcoming budgets will be, and I quote, tight, given the reduction of a surplus resulting from the salary structure miscalculation. He highlighted, however, that the budgetary impacts of the oversight will be felt in upcoming fiscal years, necessitating stricter financial planning.
It's tight budgets that we'll have because of the probably close to $30 million increase in personal emoluments, of course, which is eaten up into some of our surpluses that we generally have. So we will need to speak about revenue-raising measures, especially revenue-raising measures that don't hurt those most vulnerable in our society. And we have to speak about as a more efficient means of spending. So all of those things are things we can anticipate moving forward. The good thing is we have quite a number of things on the table.
Dr. Wheatley also disclosed that an internal audit has commenced within the Ministry of Finance to investigate how the oversight occurred. He emphasized that the government takes the situation seriously and promised that those responsible for the financial blunder would be held accountable.
An internal audit will be able to conclude who was responsible for what. So I don't want to preempt any report by internal audit. But certainly, and the Deputy Premier can bear this out, we are clear that there has to be accountability for the matter of the, I would say, miscalculation of the monies that needed to be appropriated at the beginning of the year. Obviously, we were told that it was somewhere around $10 million. Turned out to be much more than that. And that's something that we have to properly hold persons accountable for.
In response to the mounting public pressure and recent tragedies linked to the healthcare inadequacies across the British Virgin Islands, Healthcare Services Authority has announced plans once again to launch a nursing school within the territory. Now, this initiative, which is not a new one, is expected to be revitalized by 2025 and was disclosed by the BVIHSA chairman, Mr. Ron Potter, at a recent community meeting held on Virgin Gorda, where frustrations over healthcare services have reached critical levels. The proposed nursing school will be established in collaboration with the H. Lavely Stout Community College and is said to be aimed at addressing the growing need for qualified healthcare professionals within the Virgin Islands. According to Potter, this development is part of a broader effort to strengthen the local healthcare system and provide residents with reliable, high-quality services.
First of all, you talk about effectively developing medical professionals. I'm pleased to say that the Health Service Authority, in conjunction with the government, we're in the process of actually starting a nursing school in conjunction with the community college, and we expect that should start next year. So we have a number of persons within the Health Service Authority that we actually want to train within the nursing profession, because that's the linchpin for all of the medical services that we provide, is that as opposed to doctors, we need nurses and more nurses. So we are looking at that.
Potter also shared that discussions are underway for a partnership with an undisclosed medical school that would offer opportunities to aspiring doctors from the territory. This initiative could further enhance local medical education as well as to reduce the territory's dependency on foreign-trained doctors. Potter noted that the partnership is also a project for 2025, aligning with the launch of the nursing school.
I've been in discussion with a medical school over the last year or so. Since I joined the Health Service Authority in March of 2023, we've been in discussion with a particular medical school. We've gone through several iterations in terms of what that medical school would look like. But hopefully within the next number of months, at least hopefully within the next year, we would have a medical school in place. That medical school would be a private entity. It would be recruiting its own students. But one of the things that we would be negotiating for is that if we could get a number of scholarships to that medical school, and as such place a number of our potential doctors and whomever within that medical school.
Now, viewers, these announcements come at a time when the BVI's healthcare system is and continues to be under intense scrutiny. The tragic death of Mr. Sprov, known as Bucky, has reignited public outcry over the state of the healthcare within the sister island of Virgin Gorda, as well as the broader British Virgin Islands. Sprov passed away on August 30th, 2024, after seeking emergency care at the Nurse Iris O'Neill Clinic, which was closed at the time. BVI residents are being urged to stop using the old government services website, that's BVIHSA.org, as it is now no longer active and may pose a security risk. According to reports Users attempting to access the site are being redirected to suspicious websites. The Deputy Governor's Office has confirmed that the public services previously available on BVIHSA.org have been moved to a new platform. That's appointments.gov.vg. Once again, that's appointments.gov.vg. While BVIHSA.org was still launching their new features like live chats as well as recent as December, the government has since migrated to the new portal to improve its online services. For those needing access to public services, they are asked to go to appointments.gov.vg, and residents also are asked to reach out to the Customer Service Care Center at 284-468-3701 for assistance or to address any concerns. Despite the transition, many residents seem unaware of this new change, and I'd like to point out, viewers, that this is just about one or two. The second, of course, we would have highlighted the BVI Electricity Corporation, also their website being hacked. This is now the second within the past few months as it pertains to government and statutory boards' websites being hacked within the BVI. Up next, we have much more on the local scene. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Life is unpredictable, and when a storm is coming, having a plan can make all the difference.
We need a plan in case of a hurricane. Everyone, let's work together on this.
This is where we go in case if we need to evacuate. This is safe away from flood zones.
I will use this room as our secure space if we have to stay home.
Don't forget to save our local contacts and also our off-island contacts.
Right, and we need to have a plan for our pets too. They can't go to shelters, so we need a safe place for them.
In case we get separated, we should have a meeting spot. How about the community center?
That's good, and we can leave a note there too.
I feel safe knowing we have a plan.
With a plan, you're not just preparing for the worst, you're taking control of the situation. A message from the Department of Disaster Management and 284 Media.
Hello, and welcome to today's episode of Pop the Balloon or Find the Connection. Let's meet our first contender, ladies. Okay, Joey, so do you have any toxic traits?
I'm very restrictive. I don't give more time. What you get is what you get. I don't like to give unlimited time. That's it.
Okay, can you tell us why you popped your balloon?
That's a little too restricted for me.
Thank you for coming. Okay, ladies, so let's meet our second contender.
Sorry, excuse me. Why did you pop a balloon? I could give you minutes, data, unlimited call, overseas call, fiber. What else you need?
My friend used to date you. You are scam. She used to be for everything and more. Nothing to offer.
Okay, ladies, let's welcome our last contender. You look nice. Can you tell us your name?
Thank you. My name is Christian Charles Thomas. They call me C Sweetie.
What do you have to offer these ladies?
Well, security, trust, unlimited time, and a pretty fast.
Okay, so do you have any deal breakers?
Nah, but here's my number. 444-4444. Y tú, vida ilimitada.
Okay, guys, so no pop balloons.
For a fast, reliable, and secure connection for your personal or business life, call us at 444-4444 or visit any of our CCT stores and we'll get you connected with the perfect match for you.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you so much for sticking with us. Moving right along. Power has been restored to ANEGADA after residents endured yet another extended outage that began on the evening of Tuesday, September 17th, 2024. The outage caused by a major malfunction at the island's power station also led to the closure of the Claudia Creaky Educational Center on Wednesday, September 18th. According to reports, the BVIHSA encountered difficulties with one of its generating systems late Tuesday afternoon to the disruption. Initial reports to the repair and efforts to fault the overnight were unsuccessful, and residents were informed early Wednesday that power restoration would take longer than originally expected. With no electricity or water, the Claudia Creaky Educational Center had to suspend classes for the day. By Wednesday evening, BVIHSA dispatched a generator to ANEGADA in an effort to restore power. Updates shared through the company's WhatsApp channel indicated that a team was working diligently to ensure electricity would be back online before the end of the day. BVIHSA highlighted assistance from local companies including Star Shipping, Big Josh Trucking, and B&C Lifting, who played a crucial role in transporting and installing the generator on the island. Honorable Vincent O. Wheatley, Minister for Health and Social Development and 9th District Representative, was on site to oversee the loading of the generator onto a badge for ANEGADA. The generator arrived on the island and was connected to the system later that evening. At approximately 9:56 p.m. on Wednesday, BVIHSA informed customers that the generator was being connected to the system and power restoration was imminent. Just before 9:30 p.m., residents received the news they had been waiting for. Of course, electricity had been restored across the island. Government officials are defending the pace of reforms following another missed deadline, emphasizing importance of democratic processes over rigid timelines. Deputy Premier Lorna Smith OBE stressed that democracy should be not rushed, while acknowledging significant progress within the reform process.
In terms of the areas that are to be completed, all of us believe in the democratic process. It takes a while for bills to be completed. As the Premier said, we are going back into the House to finish, 5 bills that are related to the Commission of Inquiry. And while I can't speak for my colleagues, especially on the other side, democracy, the democratic process isn't something that you can rush. If it takes them a few days longer than anticipated, we have to take those days or however long it takes to finish the process, to finish the particular bill.
Smith acknowledged challenges related to the stringent deadlines, suggesting that the approach to the timelines may not have been optimal.
We've been at this now for about 2 years, and there are so many things that happen, that happens. Putting a timeline probably was not the right thing to do. As I said, we might contemplate that it might take us a few days, maybe a day or two to finish a particular bill. It might take us weeks. You look, for example, I believe, Premier, it was the Crown Lands Bill. Yeah. We were at that for weeks. Yeah. And there was nothing that any of us, in fact, it was not desirable for us to finish the bill without going through it properly to make sure that given the whole geographic makeup of the BVI, from ANEGADA to Just Van Dyke, that everybody, every island was treated fairly. So perhaps not. But what I like is that the end is in sight.
Premier Wheatley, Dr. the Honorable Natalia D. Wheatley, echoed Smith's sentiments, reflecting on how the deadlines in the reform framework were established. He emphasized the importance of maintaining the Virgin Islands' democratic integrity throughout the process.
Firstly, when we first set those deadlines were not set in consultation with permanent secretaries, with Attorney General. It wasn't set, so the original deadlines were not realistic because it was really the same period of time for which the ordering council would have been in place. The UK government said they wanted to do an ordering council to have a governor-led administration for at least 2 years. So that same 2-year period was used. And it was anticipated that the governor-led administration would make all of these reforms in 2 years. Now, obviously, that administration may not have been as democratic as we were in ensuring that people's voices and the right consultation was had. And so we believe that doing it on a democratic framework was the superior way to do it.
Looking ahead, Honorable Smith expressed confidence that the BVI is positioned, she said, to become a leader in good governance among overseas territories. She indicated that this vision has already been communicated to the United Kingdom officials in preparation for the joint ministerial council meetings held and scheduled for this November.
Given that we have been at this for 2 years, who better to talk about governance, transparency, and so on than ourselves, the British Virgin Islands? JMC is coming up in the middle of November, and the Premier himself said to Minister Doughty that this is one of the areas that we would like to lead on, this whole area of governance, because we have a great story to tell. You know, we're nearly there in terms of the 49 recommendations, and we are undoubtedly best placed to talk about governance with our overseas territories colleagues.
Premier Whitley touted the ability to maintain balance between the democratic process and ambitious pursuit of the reform deadlines. He believes that all parties involved should be commended for their various efforts. Up next, viewers, we have much more on the local scene. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
There are many ways to enjoy life, like so many ways to count on Popular.
Hi, my name is Judy, VI Motos Operations Assistant, and today I'm here with Ding, one of our mechanics, and we are going to show you how you can check your engine oil level, as it's an essential part in maintaining your engine's health.
First, let's pop the hood. Here's the oil dipstick. We'll pull it out, wipe it clean with a cloth, reinsert it, and pull it out again to get an accurate oil level reading. As you can see, the oil level should be between the minimum and maximum markers on the dipstick. If it's below the minimum, it's time to add some oil. Checking your oil level is simple yet a crucial task. Make sure to do it regularly to keep your engine running smoothly. And remember, if you're not sure about your vehicle's specific oil requirements, always consult your owner's manual or a professional mechanic at VI Motos. We offer a diverse range of top quality engine oils, so visit us at Dove's Bottom or our location at Parks Point, Virgin Gorda, or call us at 494-2496 or visit us on our website at www.vimotos.com.
Viewers, welcome back and thank you so much for sticking with us. Moving right along, the Department of Waste Management in the Virgin Islands have made significant progress, they say, in its efforts to reduce derelict vehicles throughout the territory. While the attempt is still a work in progress, according to Director Marcus Solomon, as of 2024, the department has tagged over 200 derelict vehicles and exported more than 53,000 pounds of scrap metal. Solomon emphasized the importance of community involvement in maintaining these achievements and called on residents to report derelict vehicles promptly. To report derelict vehicles, residents can contact the department at 468-4934 or email dwm@gov.vg or use the BVI Gov Report It app. The public is encouraged to provide location information and, where possible, include a photo of the vehicle in question. Now, additionally, individuals can check the status of the tagged vehicles, whether on private or public property, through the Derelict Removal Information System. The New Life Baptist Church is this year honoring 30 years of ministry, that is, of Bishop John Ivan Klein. Senior Pastor Jovan Klein, the son, shared what the celebration events will look like and why the church decided to honor Bishop John Klein.
We're celebrating 30 years of Bishop John Ivan Klein.
Understood.
In service and in ministry. The New Life Baptist Church has been in ministry, especially if we're counting back to the days where it was the Rotown Baptist
Correct.
Church, for I would say well over 100 years at this point.
Amazing.
The church has stood. And the transitions that it has not only survived but thrived with has been amazing. So we are, out of all of those years, really taking a portion where Bishop has stepped in, and he's been such a great part of what New Life is known as today.
Correct.
You know, you don't really think about New Life without thinking about Bishop John Ivan Klein. And he has been not only such a force with the church and the Christian community in the BVI, but just the community in general. He's a mover, he's a maker, he's a producer, and he is someone that really deserves to be celebrated.
As a son of Bishop Klein, Pastor Jovan spoke about what he has learned from Bishop Klein over the years.
I'll keep it to this one thing: the importance of perseverance. In no way is Bishop John Ivan Klein a perfect man. In no way is he spotless. In no way does he stand as someone that is exempted from falling short of the glory, you know? But he perseveres.
Okay.
Through his imperfections, he perseveres. Through his mistakes, he perseveres. And he even today continuously tries to be better and to pull people along with him as he gets better. And that's something that I think is not only admirable, but it's something that we can all take a bit of, you know, as we make mistakes, as we make the choices that we will make, as we are victorious in areas, and as we triumph in other areas. You know, we have to be able to pick up and keep on going and pull people with us.
Additionally, Pastor Jovan shared a bit about the activities that will be taking place in honor of Bishop Klein.
So to start off, really in celebration of Bishop's personality, we have a family fun day, where we at the New Life Church will be inviting the community to join us at the New Life campus for a day of fun activities, challenges, games, and also nice periods within the day where we take some time to remember Bishop's journey, and of course get him to speak and, you know, give people the opportunity to share as well. But the day is going to be riddled with fun. We'll have our houses set up where, you know, whether you're in the red house, the gold house, the green house, so on and so forth. And I just will say at this time, more than likely, the red house will win because I am on the red house, you understand?
For the full interview, visit all 284 media platforms. 13 restaurants will showcase lobster samplers and meals over the weekend of November 30th and the 1st of December, when the British Virgin Islands celebrates the 12th annual, that is, Lobster Fest. Now in its 12th year, this is the greatest number of restaurants to ever participate in what has been described as the grandest fest in the region. Themed lobster, sun, and ANEGADA fun, the celebration thrives on visitors making rounds to ANEGADA's finest eateries, watering holes, and attractions. This year, in competition for the Best Lobster Sampler, which is the first, this will be judged by a renowned regional culinary executive, Chef Shane Huggins, who is the Chef Ambassador for St. Martin's Gastronomy Festival 2024. Now, the winner will, of course, be the first of the ALFFY Award, along with the bragging rights as creator of the Top Lobster Sampler. Another new feature being introduced for this year, first time, is the Sampler Voucher, which would be given out to approximately 600 lucky patrons, allowing them to get free samples from participating restaurants. One voucher per person will be issued on a limited first-come, first-served basis between Saturday as well as Sunday. Backed by popular demand will be the Family Fun Day, presented by the VI Recreation Trust, which will showcase water slides as well as pools, bouncy houses for the kids, the enjoyment of the children and young adults. At heart, musical entertainment, greetings, all arriving ferry passengers at the ferry dock, and the party cycle taking riders vibing and, of course, enjoying the ANEGADA scenery. The festival will kick off on the morning of Saturday 30th November with the British Virgin Islands Tourist Board and Film Commission team welcoming arriving visitors at the ferry dock and airport. Viewers, that is it for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for your daily news updates at 284media.com, as well as on our WhatsApp channel daily for updates, and Facebook at 284media and 284BVI on Instagram and X, formerly Twitter. I'm Ron Grant. Do have a safe and enjoyable evening. It's Thursday. Have a happy Thursday. Goodbye.